Hello, and if you're new to our channel, we are the Ruck family, Stu, Charlie and our 3 kids. 18 months ago we put our house on the market and moved into our motorhome just to go travelling full time. We've explored a lot of Europe and the UK, and last winter we even converted a VW Crafter which we tore down to Spain for 2 months for some winter sun. With the van being too small for us full time, we returned to the UK and bought our current motorhome Nacho.
Join us this time as we show you some essential upgrades to Nacho before our trip to Europe. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Yes, so we're about to head off to Greece in the coming days, but before we do that, we have got some upgrades the van is desperately going to need if we're going to do that.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a change since Vangeli, and this van has left us with no power to be off-grid, is it at all?
There's a few things missing, but it was fine. It was all planned upgrades. So the first thing we're going to do is aircon on the roof.
So that's what we're here to do this morning. We're in Newport Caravans. They're going to be doing that for us today.
And what's being upgraded then?
We've got a lithium battery coming.
Yeah, we're going to upgrade the gel to a lithium, and we've got no solar on the roof, so we've also got some solar coming, which I'm going to fit. And then the last upgrade is...
your radio thing?
Oh yeah, the radio. So it's got motorhome specific sat nav. Like at the moment we've got just a normal radio, so it's a DAB touchscreen 10-inch. It's got built-in sat nav, Apple Play, which we really liked from Spain.
Yeah, we get to choose our songs as well when we're singing along down the motorways. So.
Yeah, so that's what this video is all about, upgrades.
So we've just got back to Newport. We've endured bus rides, train rides, the lot. We've walked to get here, and when we come in we were absolutely boiling. We were sweating, it was disgusting. So we've come in, the aircon's fitted and they've left it on, and it proves it works because this place is literally like an ice box. Really happy with it. The guys just come in, shown us there's loads of different settings. It's really easy to work, and it's even got lights on it, so that's nice because obviously we've just lost quite a bit of light now from our skylight, if you like. But yeah, Stu can talk you through that and the reasons why he's picked this particular brand and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm well happy because we're cooling down now, and whilst we're waiting for the sealant to go off, we've still got to wait another hour and a half before we can drive off in case there's any lifting, because obviously if it lifts when we're driving then we could get rainwater and aircon water dripping down into the van, which isn't any good. So whilst that's going on, the kids are there doing their homework, and I'm going to sit and have a cup of tea. Come on Stu, let's see if we can show everyone how it works.
Oh look, now I've only just learned it myself. Let me turn the fan speed down.
It's a bit loud, isn't it?
Yeah, wait there. Right, okay. So all I know at the moment, there's 2 vents on it, one going to the back, one going to the front, and you can have it 50-50, or I can send it all to the back or all to the front. So that's what that one does. This one here is the down or up sort of flap. And then you got 2 small ones on the side because you've got like 2 halves then. So this one then will send it, do you want to send it to the left or to the right? So I've just got to figure out now how to send the 2 going to the back, going to my side.
Absolutely not. We're going to have one each, thank you.
Yeah.
But there's lights on it as well, which is really cool. So how do you do the lights?
Yeah, I didn't know it had lights, but I'm glad it's got lights because obviously we have lost a roof light to have it. So it's nice that it has got lights, but luckily there is a window here, so we can get natural light here. And I think there's plenty other lights in the area, so I don't think it'll be too much mess. I think it's more important on our summer travels that we can cool this van down, because it can, you know what it was like last year in Croatia.
Oh yeah,
it gets really hot.
It was silly, wasn't it? Because we had that upright unit that we ended up putting under the table, and then that just took up too much room.
Yeah, but this is the problem. The roller team had enough floor space for us to do that because it had the dinette and it used to go under the table, whereas in this van the floor space is used a bit more smartly, but less space really then for us to store something like that. So
what other thing is interesting about this is obviously if we go to a cold country, this will then give out heat as well. Yeah,
so it does both. So I can use it as an air conditioner or a heater. So if it's the middle of winter, I can turn it on and we can heat the van up with it. Which takes, for me, it's like, well, let's take some of the pressure off the Truma boiler because they're blooming expensive if they go wrong.
Oh, it's a Truma anyway.
This is Truma as well, yeah. So it hasn't been wired into the boiler yet, but we will do that when we come back. So apparently then on the Truma control panel, if I say go to put the heating on, it'll actually turn both the boiler and this on to spread the heat and to heat it up quicker.
And the price on this was pretty reasonable as well, actually, wasn't it?
I thought so.
For an air conditioner.
Yeah, I thought it was. It was $15.50 if I just wanted the unit, because it was possible I had to fit it myself. But luckily, I only called them yesterday and they fitted it today.
No, we have been really lucky there.
Yeah, and it was 1900 supplied and fitted, and that was all the electrics, because they've had to put another spur in for it. All cabled in, all fitted, all sealed in, and we just had a little tour. And they've given me, and you got this holder with some screws.
Ah, cute.
And then
so you can wall mount it.
Yeah, your remote goes in there then. So I think we'll wall mount this.
Right here.
Yeah, at the back somewhere. I'd like it to go on the wood. It's a bit more solid, so I'm thinking maybe there, love.
Yeah, it'll be nice, that will. It's discreet, isn't it?
Yeah, out of the way. Just can I turn it back up now because I'm boiling?
Yeah, go on then.
Cool me. Let's go.
Today's upgrade, solar. And we finally got the sun in the sky to be able to get this done. I think I've just spied Stu with his ladder, actually. There he is, getting all set up for installation. Doesn't look the safest by there though, love. It looks like it's tilting.
It's alright. Nothing wrong with a little fall now and again, just to remind you you're human.
Oh, right, okay, nice. Do you want me to hold that, actually? So, just checking out where the solar panel's going to go, because we had aircon fitted the other day. We've got a few skylights up there as well, so just really want to make sure that there's enough room for it.
Right, I got a nice flat space of 1.2 by 1.9 up there. And I've bought 2 solar panels, 2 175s.
I thought we were only having one.
Oh,
You cheeky minx.
I told you 2. There'll be one system, but 2 solar panels.
Ah, there you are.
350 watt.
This is where they pull the wool over your eyes, ladies, because see how he said it's one system, 2 solar panels. I thought it was 1 solar panel. Whatever, I don't care. As long as it works, I'm happy with that. So that's his morning sorted. He's going to be up on the roof. I've got to go and get myself a coffee, and yeah, he can show you what he's doing. Stu's just measured the panels and realised he might only be able to get one on after all. Something to do with it being too wide. So I'm just going to go and check where he's at with it, because that needs to go on really.
Hi babes.
Alright love, how are we looking?
Good, we got the first one's prepped. We're going to take it up there and see if we can somehow get 2 up there rather than just the 1. If it's only 1, then 1 is better than none, which is where we're currently at.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to be able to get the 2 up, so we're going to take this up now and see if we can get them both up somehow.
So how much bigger is it? Because you measured it.
The width is 1900 and the length is 1200, but the width on this is 820, but the length is 1380, so I'm 180 mil over. But there is more space up there, but like there's like some sort of, it's like a wind deflector in front of the ceiling light.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
if I might be able to manipulate this to sort of go around it and then still get the 2 on, but until I get them up there I'm not going to know. So we're going to take it up now and see if it's going to be a 1 or 2 jobby. If it's 1, it's 1.
Thing is, it looks quite rigid by there, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is
like
the aluminium frame. And then
right. Yeah, it's quite rigid, isn't it? It's not the flexi one that we had last time.
No, I'm not a big fan of the flexis on motorhomes because they get hot. These, because you've got the gap here, allow airflow, yeah? Helps to keep the solar panel cool, and solar panels are actually more efficient the colder they are.
Oh yeah, so we've gone with Renogy here, haven't we?
Yeah, this is a Renogy panel. We got a Renogy MPPT controller to put in. We got a new battery coming, but we're really excited about this battery.
Well, you'll be fitting that one tomorrow, won't you?
That's going in tomorrow, yeah. I'm really excited about this battery though, so that's going to be good, really good.
Alright, cool. Come on then, get your bum up on the ladder then, let's see where we're getting on with this. Do you need me to hold the ladder? Oh, you've got your assistant, haven't you?
I got my assistant.
So is it still going to go in the same place that we were on about just now?
Yeah, it's still going up front.
Right, well do you want to take the camera and just show them the space that you've got?
Alright, okay. Come on, up you come. Right, so we got, this is the front space we've got. Now see there's a seam there, so I'm trying to stay this side of the seam, but we may go over. And then there's like these wind deflectors. That's the new aircon that was fitted a couple of days ago. This roof needs a clean as well, love. It's not disgusting, but she needs a clean.
Well, I did tell you the birds have been having a field day on the top there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, let me pass this back to you before I fall down. Right, Paul.
Which way round do you want it?
I'll have it lengthways up.
Thanks, Paul.
No bother.
So how much of a difference is this going to make then, Stu?
I don't know, it depends on that deflector there. I might take that deflector off, you know.
We had one of them in front of the house.
Because that fits there.
Beautifully.
You wouldn't believe how beautifully. I'll have to show you.
I thought I would just come join you up here.
Right, be careful, let me show you. So I've put the first panel in, but check this out. So it's just on the edge of this wind deflector, come up here, and it's just on the edge of the seam. It's like it grew there. But I think to get the second one up, this deflector here is gonna have to come off, which I don't mind taking it off because the new solar panel will actually act as a deflector on this one anyway. So yeah, I'm taking it off.
Happy days.
Be careful on them ladders, Mrs. Ruck.
It's all right, I'm insured.
Oh, you are, yeah. Paul, give it a shake.
How's it going?
All right, we got the wind deflector off. Most of the silicone's off. It's just cleaning off these last bits now, and then we're gonna get some solvent or something on it to clean it down, and then we'll put a degreaser on it, ready for the new panel. But we will get 2 panels on you.
Well done, babe.
I'm happy with that. I didn't think we were going to be honest with you, so that was a win.
Oh my gosh, is that the aircon?
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, but you know what, the aircon, I was, oh, it's massive, it's going to weigh half a bloody ton. It weighs 33 kilograms.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, about the same as some of the blooming power banks that are going around.
Yeah. All right then, well, I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee.
All right then.
So you are managing to get 2 on then, love?
We're getting 2 on, we got that deflector off, it's all cleaned up there. We're just degreasing these feet. There's a bit of a texture to them, which is nice, it'll give better grip.
And then you've got to just stick them on with something.
Yeah, we're not screwing them down. These are being just glued down.
Will they come off in the wind?
No, hence why we're doing all the prep. We just got to degrease. We're using some 522 Sikaflex.
Yeah.
And we'll stick them down.
Nice.
This is quite a common practice.
How long does it take for them to dry?
Couple hours. We're not driving anywhere today, so it'll be fine by the morning anyway.
Okay, cool. How are we getting on then, love?
Good, first one's up. This one's prepped. This was just about to go up. We've been up there, we've decreased the roof where these are going, and we used, you know, we just used fairy liquid and water and all that black stuff and crap you always see on top of motorhome roofs. Spray it, leave it be a couple of seconds, and it wiped off like nothing.
Gosh, that's good.
So you're paying hundreds of pounds on all these cleaning products, and fairy liquid and water cleaned up beautiful, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was good.
Lush. Come on then, let's get it up. I want to
Yes.
see him finished result and all that.
So they're up. So we've got a bit of ballast on this one. Paul's just going to get some ballast for us to put on this one, and they are, as I said, just glued down. We got the centre ones as well because it was an extra 4 fittings across the 2 solar panels, and then I've deliberately left a little gap there, and that's so I can get up here and clean them if I, well, not if I need to, it's a matter of time before I need to. You'd be surprised, when we were in Spain on the crafter, we were getting like 400 watts. I went up there, cleaned them, and we were getting 500 watts, so cleaning them is important. But yeah, that's good. It's just the solar panels today. We're going to do the MPPT and the cables later in the week. We just wanted to give these as much time to set before we drive off, which is in a few days. So for the battery, we've actually chosen Fogstar. Now, as I said, after a lot of research, we were looking for something that gave both quality but at a much fairer price. So the batteries of Fogstar, there were quite a few features on it that you're getting that most of the other brands simply didn't supply, or if they did, the price was a lot higher. So for example, Fogstar use grade A EVE LiFePO4 lithium cells. These are far more stable, they're a lot more reliable. It's also got a high discharge JBD BMS, which is like basically a battery management system. that sort of oversees the power of the battery, make sure it's not overcharging, undercharging, and sort of like a motherboard that just looks after it. It also has built-in heating. Without getting too technical, basically what that means is if the battery gets cold, you shouldn't charge a lithium battery, but with these built-in heatings, it will keep the temperature of the battery up using its own power, so you can charge it straight away, so there's no sort of heating the van up before you can actually charge your battery. I like to be able to monitor what the battery is doing, so this battery has built-in Bluetooth and also comes with a fogstar app. The app is brilliant. It shows me the percentage that the battery currently stands at, what it's discharging at, what's coming in, so it's just nice to be able to monitor it. So, you know, if we're away for a couple of days off grid, we're just able to sort of open the app and I can see exactly what we've got, and that's given us real-time data. Now, I'm not saying go get a lithium battery, okay, but there are certain things you really need to consider if you need a battery. So what I'm saying is if you're converting a van and you know you're going to be in the market for one, or you are looking for one, or your current lead or AGM battery is on its last legs, then there are some serious reasons why you should go lithium instead of AGM. Now, the first one is that, say for example, I buy a 100 amp hour AGM or lead acid battery. Now, you can only actually use 50% of the capacity of that battery. So instead of 100 amp hours, you're only actually getting 50 amp hours of usable space. If you go below this, you've then got serious risk of damaging a cell, and once your cell is damaged, you know, the battery's knackered, or it's quite a lot of work to get that back. Whereas with a lithium, you've got full usage of the amp hours, or the best part of it. So for example, Fogstar's smallest one is a 105 amp hour lithium battery, so you can use 100 amp hours of that as lithium, so you've got double the capacity. Now, the second thing to consider is a lithium battery weighs half of what a gel battery would weigh. So if you had a 100 amp hour gel battery and it weighs 20 kilograms, then the 100 amp hour lithium battery is only going to weigh 10. On top of all that, lead acids and AGMs have a 5-year lifespan, and you've also got that risk still of killing cells if you drop below that 50%, whereas with the lithium battery, you get a minimum of 10 years on that. And for example, Fogstar actually warrant their batteries for 10 years, and there's no risk to damaging the cells, because that's what the BMS is for, to protect it. So why am I saying to get a lithium battery? Obviously, if you need one, I'm not saying go get one. If you need one, why you should get a lithium battery. So you would pay about £150 for a 100 amp hour AGM lead battery, and said you got 50 amp hours of usable space, okay? Now, you look at, say, Fogstar's 105 amp hour battery, that's £369. You're like, yeah, but it's more money. You're right, it is more money. But a couple of things to consider. You've got double the amount. So effectively, you've now gone and bought 2 AGM lead acid batteries because you've got twice the capacity. Now, if you was to buy 2 AGM batteries, it's talking about 300 quid. So, you know, you can see now the prices are a lot more similar. But even then, said with the gel batteries only having a 5-year lifespan, with the lithiums having a 10, now you can see why lithium is the way forward. Not just that, so a lot of us have solar on the roofs. Most motorhomes will have like built-in split chargers, and they're only small ones, but they do a good job of charging the batteries. Well, lithium actually takes these charges a lot more efficiently than an AGM. So if you've got, like most motorhomes will have one 100 watt solar panel up there for a little 10 amp DC to DC on board, and that comes as standard, and it just charges your battery when you're driving or under the sun. Then that lithium is also going to take that charge a lot more efficiently than an AGM will, and it's basically what that just means, it's going to charge quicker. So I went down to Fogstar, I had a good look in the workshop, I met the lovely owners down there, and they've got a very good range of batteries. So they've got everything said, starting from the 105 all the way up to 560 amp hours. So they got a nice one. The one we've got was the 230 under seat. So in our motorhome, the battery is under the driver's seat. So I'll pop a link for their website in the description below. Like I said, I'm not saying go get one, but if you do seriously need to change your battery, seriously consider these guys. Research them just like I did. All the reviews I read were fantastic. They're making big waves in the market for lithium.
Hi guys, so today is the day we get the radio upgrade completed. So the reason we're doing this is because we've got a very standard system in Nacho, and unfortunately it doesn't have any camper specific stuff on it. Stu struggles with Apple Maps because what happens is ultimately our big motorhome gets taken down some really little lanes, and it can be quite tricky to get out of them. So he wants something a little bit more up to date, and he loves his Apple Play. We can all sing songs all around Europe when we're travelling, so it takes away those painful hours on the road. So that's the radio all installed. I'm just going to go and see what Stu's up to. He's been in there a while playing with it. Here he is.
Hello.
So, what's the verdict? Is it good? Are you happy with it?
It is, yeah. I've just turned the engine off, but what he's done is he's fitted a button here that I can turn it on so we can listen to music, say when we're parked up.
So does that go away, or does that stay out like that all
No,
the time?
it stays out like that. I think I can, I'm sure I can, yeah, there it is. I can tilt it, but it's got, that's Apple Play. And then, I'm still trying to get my head around it. So yeah, it's got motorhome specific sat nav, as well as Apple CarPlay. So in the first motorhome we had, it had motorhome specific sat nav, and we did notice that was a lot better than using Apple Maps, because that took us down some dodgy roads like in Ronda in Spain. So I like that feature. And then in the Crafter we had Apple Play, which allowed us to listen to sort of our music when we were on the go, and was just easier to navigate. So this has got both of them. So it was a company based up north, and they specialise in upgrading these on motorhomes, and this is what we've chosen. I think it's a KENWOOD 10-inch display. That's quite clean, isn't it?
Yeah, so is this the last thing now before we can go to Europe?
Yes,
Because,
yes it is.
it's been a lot of upgrades this week, love.
It has, but we've got a lot of miles to cover, haven't we? So we think we've had, the aircon's been done, we put solar on the roof, we've got a lithium battery, and we've now got motorhome specific sat nav. So we should have a nice easy ride, fingers crossed.
Didn't you say something about the tyres? You've done something with them.
Oh, I did. Now this was a 20 quid upgrade. This was pretty cool actually. So this, you have this little device, and then you've got these 4 knobs that you fit on your, you know, like your tyre valves. And what this does, I don't know if you can see it on this display, but it tells me the PSI of each individual tyre, as well as the temperature of each tyre. And then it just sticks onto your dash, which I thought was pretty cool if you've got a brake stick in, or we've got maybe not a flat tyre, but we've got, say, a slow puncture. We can monitor it, and that was about 25 quid on Amazon.
Well, there we are then.
I'll put the link in the description because I think that's a brilliant idea.
If you're travelling a lot of miles, yes, it's nice to see, isn't it? If
Yeah.
You know, if you need to make any sort of pull into the
It
hard
is, it's
shoulder
really
or any
good.
adjustments or anything.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's been a long week.
It has been a long week.
We've done some upgrades on Paul's van, so you may have seen a couple of videos back. I was doing some work on a Sprinter, so we've done a little bit more on that, and he's also pulled the hood up on our van. He's a mechanic, so he's topped our oil up, topped all our fluids up, made sure they were all good. So yes, I think we are in tip-top shape for Europe.
Come on then, let's go.
Alright, join us next video for our Europe tour.